It's everybody's favourite race of the season. Oh, boy. It's the 1993 Monaco Grand Prix. We know how badly it went last year. But it mainly went badly last year because of the rain. If it's a dry weekend, I think it'll be a pretty good race. When I say good, I mean not 3 drivers finishing the race. Though I'm sure some of you want to see 3 drivers finishing the race. And I'm sure we'll probably get that because it's Monaco on F1 Challenge. I can't imagine it's going to be, clean all the way through. Hello to Dashi, Zavesh, Triss, Typhon, Atara, Leo, Akimnet, Asa. We have Makini. We have Thomas. We have Horizon. Welcome, guys. And anybody else who's watching, also welcome to you. Hello, Lazera. We are just a few minutes away from jumping into the qualifying session. Good afternoon, Rick. Welcome on in, mate. Let's check out the news of the week, which I forgot to change the graphic for. So it's great. This is the old news of the week. Oh no, that's the current news of the week. Yes, it works. It automatically updates. Of course it does. Hello, Retro and Jaden. So the F1 Circus turns up at Monaco, and if there's ever to be a ghastly performance, it'll be here. Early scored points here in 1992, and looks to do the same again this time around. I don't think he's going to, unless we only have a few drivers finishing the race, of course, which is a real possibility, of course. Joycey, Ralph, Parrot, welcome. Ready for an absolute meme race. I think that's exactly what's going to be happening. So Alazy somehow managed to secure the victory in Spain, ahead of Ayrton Senna, who just about holds on to his championship lead by a slim margin. We'll see the standings in a couple of minutes' time. Michael Schumacher's relentless consistency has seen him pick up 4 straight third-place finishes, though the German is itching for more. And when I say more, not more third-place finishers. He wants second place, maybe even first place. Maybe he wants to win the championship. David Coulthard was happy to make his debut in Spain, though the Tyrrell driver did retire midway through the race, so we didn't really see his true potential on show. And on to upgrades, where both Williams and Sauber have brought weight-saving improvements. Meanwhile, Jordan and Streamline bring a new rear wing this weekend. I don't know how big or effective it's going to be. Ferrari, funnily enough, did have another upgrade. It's an engine upgrade, but they already have the best engine, and they can't upgrade it anymore, so that's it, yeah. So there's only 4 teams upgrading today instead of the usual 5. Or 4 upgrades instead of the usual 5, should I say. On to the championship standings, where, like I said, Senna's lead has been cut down. Alazy only 2 points behind him now in that battle for the top. So it's looking very, very close. Gerhard Berger and Michael Schumacher are distance off in 3rd and 4th, respectively. There are 4 different constructors in the top 4 of the Drivers' Championship. Pretty nice. 12 drivers have scored points so far this year, though after today, I would not be surprised to see that number rise at least by 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. Williams and Ferrari, 1st and 2nd in the constructors. Benetton have moved up ahead of McLaren after last weekend's results. The shirt is bussing. Thanks, whatever that means. Thank you very much. So, 5 races into this season, 3 finishers, 2 retirements, and only 1 top 10. Copying your polo game. I have worn this one multiple times in the past few weeks, actually. And it's the one I used to wear. Actually, if you look at my profile picture on YouTube, I think I'm wearing this shirt on that profile picture. It's a nice shirt. I enjoy wearing it. It's nice and freeing, you know? You don't get too warm in it as well. What if I DNF early in this race? Then I will get onto my private yacht and eat an ice cream, is exactly what I'm going to be doing. Okay, enough talk. It is time to jump in to the race. I was going to say the waste weekend. The waste weekend. Yeah, get the chat up so I can see what you guys are saying. There we go. Zoom in a bit. Hello, James Early Clips. How's it going? Hello, Michael. Hello, Jamie as well. Welcome on in, guys. You're just joining. Depressed as hell and eating Nutella straight from the jar. Hey, whatever works, Jamie. Whatever works. If it's just your Nutella, why not? That's what I'd say. Ninja. Hello, Ninja as well. Hello, Nick. Good evening. Thoughts on the big break? I don't know what that is, Dashi. I saw your message at the start. I don't know what that means. Thoughts on the big break? What the break of what? The big break of what? I really don't know. How many finishes are there going to be today? Big break is the snooker show. I have never watched snooker in my life, so I cannot comment on the news that the big break is back. But well done to Big Break for returning. Round of applause. That's all I can say. Right, here we are in qualifying. Just like yesterday, we're not running the F1 Challenge UI plugin, so we don't see the live stat. Well, we have the live standings here. So what we're going to do is... Actually, shall I go out there and set the early pace? James' early pace. Yeah, you know what? I will. I'm going to be the first one out there. Let's go. Are the AI dodgy around here? Oh, yeah, they are. Yes, they are. And we're going to love every single minute of it. Hello, Doddle. And here goes early onto the track. He has no idea. Where did the LaRousse team qualify there in 93J? I assume you're talking about your career mode. I qualified 4th here last year. That was my best qualifying result of the season. Qualified 4th, finished 5th. Well, it's not a base game F1 Challenge circuit, Crumply, so... Obviously, it's going to be better than base game. 5th and 8th, not bad, not bad. You throw used car batteries in the river to recharge electric eels. Now that is what I call recycling and helping the environment. You are an ally of the natural world. Hope it rains in the race. I hope it doesn't. Because I'm going to cringe every time it says, insert name here, has lost his front wing, insert name here, has lost a wheel, insert name here, has retired, he's out, he's retired in sector, insert sector here. Right. This is going to be a banker lap. Pushing at, let's say, 95%. So I don't want to crash. We only have one spare car. I don't mind hearing Jean Alesi's in the pits. That's okay. This circuit really brings out the instabilities of this car, so I don't really have much confidence after practice. I think a success here would be qualifying in the top 15. Because I did go really well in qualifying last year. If I can get something good, starting position, that'd be nice. Track position is king at this track. Last season we had, yeah, technically 6 finishers. Senna was classified as 6th, but he retired late on. Between 5 and 6. Right, 23.5 for the first lap. It's very steady. I want to be in the low 122s today.
You're up in the first sector.
Riccardo Patrese
Has just taken pole position.
straight into qualitrace, yeah. Figured there's no point in me including practice. I've already done practice, that's the whole point.
You're down at the second sector.
Up by 7/10. That's nice. Threading the needle here through the swimming pool chicane. Down towards, what's it called? Raskas? Anthony Nogues, something like that. Maybe this is Anthony Nogues. Shout out to Anthony. Up towards the line. 22-1. That's more like it. It's much better than... that's much better, yeah. 22-1. Like I said, I want to be in the low 22s, so... A very good first banker lap. We're on pole. We're faster than Williams. There we go. Job done. I think Notts County make it to League One. I've no idea. What does Eddie Jordan think about early season up until this point? Probably doesn't think much of it. It's not been a great start to the year. But a good result here would mean good things for me, I'd say. Remember, we qualified 4th here last year. So, it's a confidence circuit. If I pulled out the best lap ever, I reckon I could get a top 5. But I'm almost certain I'm not going to be able to do that. A really, really, really good lap. Top 10. And a lap that I've set right now. I reckon that lap already will be good enough for about 15th place. If I had to guess. In practice, I set a 22.8 and I thought, okay, I can go a bit quicker. Obviously, I can go a bit quicker. Oh, Anthony Nogues started the event back in 1929 and he never ended it. It's just, it keeps going. Keeps going, keeps going. There'll be lots of people on a lap, Tris, yeah, but there's no... I mean, obviously, I don't have the online, you know, the thing on the screen, so... we're going to do this old school and just sim forward a few minutes. Sim forward. See what develops in the next 10 minutes. I'm still first. I'm still first. Okay, I'm not first anymore. It didn't actually technically die, Nick. It died a slow death because I'm not able to keep it going. Is track condition getting better? Ambient temp is probably staying the same. Track temp's probably increasing a little bit. With Schumacher up to first, I'm expecting pole position to be a low 20. Probably not into the 19s, but somewhere definitely in the low 20s should be pole today. There's probably no point, Nick, now. So what does the early-thon even mean? It's just a timer at this point. We stopped. Well, I kind of like stopped showing the timer when it was on 21 hours. There's still lots of time left. Gerhard Berger, Schumacher. Grundle's faster than me. Hey, John. Jean Alazy 21.4. That's better. Though we are still expecting big improvements. He had a dream I won the Monaco Grand Prix because everyone else crashed out. Nice dream. I had a dream. It was something, I think it was something to do with F1 Challenge. Like something going horribly wrong. And I was streaming it and I was really embarrassed. I can't remember what it was though. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Barrichello not looking too quick. In practice, by the way, I set a 22.8. Barrichello also set a 22.8. So I upped the difficulty by 1. Thinking he could maybe get 22.5. Though the RNG gods might be favouring me today. Harrison 12th right now. He's on a 24.6. But of course, loads of drivers not setting their proper times yet. Not seen Senna yet. Not seen Burnback, Coulthard or Andretti. Senna the big one, of course. Where's Nicola Larini? First lap, 25.3. Yeah, he's going to have to go quicker. We'll sim until there's 20 minutes left, and then I'm going to go out on track again. Right, it's about time. What button do I use to see the lap times? Oh, you right-click on a driver. Like that. I am very surprised they're only setting 21.7s. I'm expecting them to go much quicker. What did I say it should be setting? Oh? Okay, I'm slightly confused. So I did my... Basically, I'll show you this if you guys want to see. So, I set a few lap times, right? And then I predict what I can get and then set up the difficulty accordingly. I did a few laps and got a 24.2. And I predicted I could get a 23.6. I did this an hour ago, by the way. I set a 22.1 on the previous lap. How have I gone so much quicker? 1 point... That's not right. That cannot be right. So I'm thinking I'm supposed to get a 23.6. No, the setup's the same. Like, I do that based on the setups on... What? Maybe I typed it in wrong? Maybe I did something... I mean, the Jordan got a new rear wing in the meantime between me doing that and this. But it wasn't that much of an upgrade. What? Yeah, I don't know. Rubens Barrichello has also gone half a second quicker than he did in the practice session. Hey, I don't know. That is very... I'll probably up the difficulty by a couple in the race. Because that is shocking. Now I think that's their actual pace for the leaders. Maybe I'm a street circuit specialist. We'll put it down to that. Unless I just did a really good lap. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fast. Qualified 4th here last year. So maybe I'm just an expert at Monaco. Maybe in practice I had no confidence and there's more grip now. I don't know. In practice I was spinning a lot and I thought, oh god, this is going to be difficult. Got blue flags. Whoa, the LaRousse sliding it through turn 5. Lowe's hairpin. Is that the same Lowe's who sponsored like like Jimmy Johnson's car in NASCAR? Is that the same one? No, different Lowe's. How many Lowe's could there be? Oh, yeah, that's Lowe's, not Lowe. Yeah, yeah. But B&Q or Homebase, right. That's not the Monaco one. That's the American one, yeah? Okay, we go again. See if I can match that time. Just a hotel name, right? The car does feel a lot better than it did in practice. So maybe it was the upgrade. You know, I'm down by a few tenths this time.
Down at the second sector.
Found a bit of time in the middle sector. Whoa, a bit too close to the wall there. Don't know if this is going to be an improvement or not. But like a steady final sector. It's not. Oh! Holy shit! I was looking at the timing in the top left. Well, that lap's gone. Back to the pits. That could have been game over. Jesus. Got to take a replay of that one. God damn. On board with early for that one. As he almost died. News of the week. Did say there was upgrades for Jordan. New rear wing for Jordan and Streamline. Yeah. In my old F1 Challenge streaming career, we had multiple incidents because of that exact thing. I remember, I think it was a 2001 race. Went straight into the back of Yarno, trolley coming out the pits halfway through the race. I'll bring it back to the pits. Practice off pit lane entrance. No doubt we'll be needing it multiple times in the race. Was that PD my life? That would have been Aguri Suzuki. Did any crash happen in real life because of that exit? Maybe?
You're down at the second sector. Quarter of an hour till the end of the session.
Oh no, Joanne, you're thinking of a different time. I got injured in 2005, I think. And that was after a crash in Spain that year. That's not me.
You are now 6.
Well, early 6th place. That'll still be a season best performance in qualifying. Barrichello's 10th. I have a feeling... Did I accidentally change more than the rear wing? I'm sure all I did was change the Jordan rear wing. I don't think I did anything else. Maybe I accidentally upgraded the whole car. Because we're both in the top half. No, I didn't. I'm sure I didn't. Senna's gone pole. Maybe it did affect the balance positively, I'd say. Hello, Shane. Good afternoon. I accidentally took 20 kilograms of weight out. Oh my god, I accidentally added 50 horsepower to the Jordan engine. The Hart engine. I've earned this 7th place, yeah. I've earned this. Through hard graft. Burnback's still not bright. Is this going to be back-to-back races where Burnback doesn't set a qualifying lap? Come on, mate. He's still in the pits. His teammates in the pits as well. Both Tyrrell drivers yet to go out. Let's see what Andretti can do. Oh no, he's crashed. Sped up time and Andretti just bins it in the wall. He's not making it. There's only 12 minutes left. I don't think he's going to get in the spare car in time. Franz Burnback is on track though. True, the bad engine isn't that bad here because, you know, it's Monaco. Burnback's gone 22nd with his first lap. Barilla. Okay. Andretti's out on track again in the spare car. He's made it out. We've got time for another run here. We are currently in 7th place. Ahead of a Ferrari. Of Nicola Larini. My teammate's 11th. 7th and 11th right now. Barrichello has improved again, but he is a second behind me. My teammate coming into the pits. Me going out. I see a Tyrrell behind me. That could be David Coulthard. Coulthard drives for Tyrrell. After a Memo Naspetti's double leg break in San Marino. Brundle's crashed. Oh, there he is. Yep. Brundle's crashed into Coulthard coming out the pits. We'll get a replay of that. I think Brundle was starting a lap. Let's check out what happened there.
Spin in sector 2. Watch for the yellow
going to be the exact same thing as Suzuki coming in front of me. Yeah, there's not much you can do there. You've got to be aware of drivers coming out the pits and coming down the main straight, but that's... yeah, pretty extreme. It did say there was a spin in Sector 2. Is there anybody facing the wrong way? Maybe it's this dude. No. Anybody spinning? Hello? The Ligier is facing the wall. Okay, okay. Are we coming into the pits? No, I don't think there's anybody out there spinning. Anyway, back to it. Yellow? Never mind, there is a yellow flag out there. It's cleared now. Whatever it was. Yellow again? Disappeared again? Is it because of Brundle going so slowly? Hello, Haven. Or maybe, yeah, just... well, if the guy's in the pits, usually that should be Sector 3, right? Unless he's, like, forcing his way through... now it says spin in Sector 3. Yeah, Brundle has no front wing. He crashed into Coulthard when Coulthard came out of the pits. Got to give Coulthard a bit of space here. Right, let's go. Yeah, so far in the boxes. That pit lane exit is deadly. Right, this lap's a write-off, I think. Yes, James, it'll work on your... I have a Windows 11 as well. I actually gained time from that. But unfortunately, now I've got the Ferrari just sniffing my rear. And I'm about to be sniffing the rear of David Coulthard. Which is definitely not something I wanted to be doing today. Still up, marginally. Please get out the way. He's on a lap. I can't tell him to get out of the way. I'm going to have to back off here, guys, because he's slowing me down. I've got Ferrari behind me. Okay, now we go. Ace attempt. Try again. It's one heck of a first corner. Oh my God, I'm up by 6/10.
5 minutes left of the session.
Gonna run into traffic. Gonna be David Coulthard in my way. Hello, Almin.
You're down at the second sector.
Well, whoever it is, they're not going to be improving because they're stuck behind Coulthard. Oh, that's a beautiful series of corners there. Who? Gasho's crashed, I think. Oh, no! It's Lorini. Ah! Do one more lap, but now I'm stuck behind him. Unless he's going to be much quicker than me. I mean, he's in a Ferrari. Pulls away a lot in the straight line. I should have looked at a replay. Sorry, guys. A lazy scratch.
You're down at the first sector. There's a spin in sector 2. Watch for the yellow flags.
There's a yellow flag out here. Oh, there's a car. Stops. Is that Gasho? Disappeared now. He's back to the pits. Get some slipstream. Ferrari ahead. Got to be improvement. We're up by 10th and a half.
Sector.
I'd say check the F1 Challenge Discord, James. But people told you to do that yesterday.
3 minutes to go.
I don't know why I'm looking up like I'm looking to this guy. I could have gone. I genuinely could have gone 4th place, I think. Yeah, I think I could have. Can I truly get points this race? Yes, I will be upping the difficulty by maybe 2 going into the race. Because I know I can get more time, and I don't want to be, too quick. Barrichello's looking good anyway. 7th and 13th for Jordan, like, it's pretty good. Barilla and Katayama seem to be the ones knocked out right now. Katayama? Strange. Schumacher out there on a lap. Now he's got traffic. Berg on a lap. Brundle on a lap. Paul Belmondo now behind as Katayama jumps up the order to 19th. So it's Belmondo and Barilla in the drop zone. Belmondo's got some traffic. He's got my teammate in front of him. Franz Bernbach round the final corner. Is he about to start a lap or is he completing one? We're about to find out. Bernbach across the line. And he jumps to 19th place. So he's in the top 20. Good improvement there. Agostini 21st right now. Where's Jaden Harrison? He's in the pits in 25th. Coulthard 26. Paul Belmondo's the only driver that can upset Coulthard's afternoon. Whether he's starting a lap or finishing one, I'm not sure. He just finished one. It was a 26.9. It's slower. So Belmondo's going to be out here. I think he's used up all his laps. Coulthard's going out on track, mate. It's too late. Too late, mate. 40 seconds left. Brundle, Berger up towards the line. Stays 4th. Unless he's starting a lap. He's starting a lap. Schumacher traffic. Okay, right. Then we'll just sim to the end of the session. Senna, mate. It's your wait. Senna's trying to go out of the pits after. Right. Well, there we go. Let me turn my face off so you can actually see the results. I keep forgetting to do this. So when I'm writing up the results, I can't see the gap in the bottom right. It's really annoying. So the results are as followed. We have Ayrton Senna on pole position for today's race. Jean Alesi in 2nd, followed by Michael Schumacher. Gerhard Berger in 4th position. Then we have Riccardo Patrese. Finished outside the points last weekend. Maybe he can steal some points today. Martin Brundle in 6th, followed by James Early and Nicola Larini on row number 4. Andrea De Cesaris and Michael Andretti rounding out the top 10. Then we have Eric Comas, Johnny Herbert, Rubens Barrichello. Does Eddie call me James or Early? He'd call me... I don't know what he'd call me. Maybe he's got a bad word for me. JJ Leto. Luca Badoa. Mark Blundell. We have Pierre Luigi Martini. Franz Bernbach. Ukyo Katayama. Marco Agostini. Okay, Grillard. Fury Suzuki. Gianni Mordelli. Jaden Harrison makes it onto the grid. We know what happened with the streamline. who qualified down the order in Monaco last year. They finished 4th. That was Marco Agostini. Agostini today starting slightly higher than he did last year. I'd love to see Agostini score points again at this track. That would be absolutely fan-bloody-tastic. Both Pauls knocked out, though. Paul Belmondo and Paolo Barilla. Lotus and Stream. Right, let's run the post-qualifying scrutineering and see if anybody's been kicked out for naughty things. Naughty things. Yep, kicked out for naughty things. That's exactly right. Here's my screen. 3 drivers picked at random. We have Jean Alesi, Michael Andretti, and JJ Leto. Jean Alesi, Michael Andretti, and JJ Leto. Okay. Let's see. First up, Jean Alesi, who is fine. Next up is Michael Andretti, who is fine, and JJ Leto, who is fine. No problems there today. That is all legal. Right. Go get yourselves a drink, maybe a snack. Stretch your legs. We'll be getting underway with the race in about 5 minutes' time. I don't have a Be Right Back screen. I'm just going to set everything up on screen. On stream, on screen. Let's do that. In fact, you can see this for now. Whilst I set everything up. Still doing good. Illusion, yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're all pretty good. Pretty good indeed. So we are taking out... What are we taking out? Paul Belmondo. Did not qualify today. And Paolo Barilla, who did not qualify again today. Top 26. Circuits. Monaco. I need some music in the background again. I used to have music. Non-copyrighted music, of course. How many season mods do I have for this game? 2. I have 92 and 93. That's it. I do have a base version of the game as well. So I have 99 to 02 and 92 and 93. Oh, I tried Motortown. What in the world is Motortown? That circuit. Right, we'll get the driver skill things installed for the race. Will I eventually have 94? You'd think so, yeah. We make it that far. We will make it that far. You miss gambling, Peanut. Typhon, if I ever get to the day where I have grown my YouTube channel, I will once again stream to YouTube and Twitch again. But the YouTube is just the focus for now. Right, what else do we need to do? We've done post-quali scrutineering. Done quali RCD. Yeah, we've done that. So race RCD, pitch strategy, race car setup. Okay. Pitch strategy for today is... Look. Where are we? This one. We are on a 1 stop at Monaco. I mean, that makes sense. 1 stop at Monaco, boxing lap 39, which is excellent. That's exactly halfway through the race. That works. Yeah. Happy with that. It's a 1-stop strategy today. We're praying this gets to 2008. That's the dream. It's crossed. Well, I have 1995 in the future as well. No, I figured I'd just skip 95, you know. Do I crack my knuckles or neck or anything? No. No, I do not. I mean, I could, I guess, if I... Right. James Early just, yeah, snaps his own neck on stream. That's a bit extreme. Should not have said that. Right, wet line fixer. Oh, also fingers crossed it's not going to be wet. If it's a wet race, what's the background? It's Automobilista 2000 season. Round 5. Is it round 6? Round 5. The British Grand Prix at Donington Park. It's racing on in the background. I will eventually make a very interesting looking, like, just chatting screen, if you want to call it. Where maybe I'm sitting at the Streamline desk again, in the Streamline HQ. When James will be the unk of the grid, yeah. The game Motortown. I've not heard of it. No. Mods post 2005 tend to be a bit rubbish or rehashed RH mods. I've used 06, 07, 08 mods, which seem fine. I wouldn't go past that. Personally, I would not. Here we are. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to raise the difficulty by 2. We're going to go to 102 difficulty. 2 less AI drivers, of course. No practice, no qualifying. We're going to jump in. Yeah, am I going to get Forza? No. Yeah, we got 50% damage as well because it is, of course, Monaco. Last year we did 75% damage. Or 70%. Am I going to get Forza? I'm not going to get Forza, no. Yeah, this is going to be me today, the flying car on screen. Well, you say that, Jada, but in the past I used to run 50%. And then I went up, so I clearly did not learn from my mistakes. Am I going to get Forza? I am not going to get Forza, no. Pre-ordered it today, you're a happy guy. So, boxing lap 39. Going to the end on lap 39. Lap 78. We're going to turn down the engine RPM limit. We're going to increase the radiator intake. Brake duct size goes up. Brake pressure goes down. Disc size goes up as well. Just punched the microphone. Apologies for that one. Would I rather play Forza or get the bubonic plague? I'd rather play Forza. Am I going to get Gran Turismo 8? No, I'm not going to get Gran Turismo 8. You're going to get Forza on Game Pass. Nice. How many Monaco laps until the game breaks this time? Yeah, place your predictions in the chat now. How many drivers do you think are going to reach the checkered flag? 78 laps of Monaco. It is dry. Yes, it's dry. So we actually have a chance of having at least 10 drivers finish the race. Would I rather play AMS2 or get the bubonic plague? Now, that's a tough one. But for some reason, I'm really scared to speak into the existence that I'd rather get the bubonic plague, so I go AMS2. Something feels a bit wrong about it. I don't know. Just in case... I don't know. Just in case life's like, screw you, you're getting the bubonic plague because you said you'd rather have it. Ha ha. And then I get it. You know, I don't know. I don't want it. What have you missed? Scintillating qualifying session where I've lined up 7th on the grid. Who have I just been hit by? Right, we're just gonna skip to the the track in a second because these guys can't get out of the pits. Let me just go around the first corner and see how the car feels. I can confirm the car feels like a car. Let's go.
Hello there.
No!
Monte Carlo.
Ricardo Patrese. Well, we're gonna have to restart.
The weather, as so often is the case here.
Let's restart. Because I think it's because I was moving when I pressed spacebar. Oh god. Lads, restart the race. Okay, let's go.
Hello there. Welcome to Monte Carlo. The weather, as so often is the case here, is just wonderful.
Good point, Crumply. It would not be quite funny if I got the bubonic plague. Ayrton Senna.
First. Alesi, second. Michael Schumacher, third.
Gerhard Berger.
Fourth.
Ricardo Patrese.
Fifth.
Martin Brundle.
Sixth.
There's something weird.
The Jordan driver was decidedly average in qualifying.
What do you mean average?
Extra hard to make the most of his midfield position.
Decidedly average. I'm 7th in a Jordan. Nicola Larini.
Eighth.
Andrea De Cesaris.
Ninth.
If I ever see the F1 Challenge narrator, I'm going to knock him out. Going to knock his block off.
11th.
I'm not,
Herbert,
obviously.
12th.
He's probably dead now.
Barrichello was way off the pace of his teammate. He starts in 13th.
Bertrand Gachot.
14th.
JJ Leto.
15th.
Knock his what off?
16th.
His Mark Blundell.
17th.
Pierluigi Martini.
18th.
Franz Bernbach. Is Andretti related to the other Andretti?
Katayama. 20th.
I'll let you figure that one out.
Marco Agostini. 21st.
Olivier Grillard.
22nd. Rick Suzuki. 23rd.
Gianni Morbidelli.
24th.
We have Harrison and David Coulthard, Harrison's best mate, on the final row of the grid. Now, there's only one more thing to do, and that's go racing. The 1993 Monaco Grand Prix is next. Your surname's Tate, but you're not related to old Swansea centre-back Alan Tate. If you're called Andretti and you're in Formula 1, how many families do you think with the last name Andretti are competing in Formula 1? It's not a common name. And he's got an American flag on his helmet. And it's M. Andretti as well. Okay. Lenno le horex into le sandavot le plis. Human Pokedex is Andrew Tate. My honest reaction. Okay, let's go racing. Okay. Where are the lights? There they are. Why did I not go away? That's not fair. Right, into turn one. I'm going to send up the inside here. Get a few places back. I have not crashed into turn one. We did crash here last year in turn one. That's better than last year. Oh, I've been bloody sent by Andretti. Holy smokes. I've hit him. Ah! Screw you! Overtake him again. See, if this Andretti was actually related to Mario Andretti, maybe he'd be good. But no, he has to be a random other Andretti that nobody's ever heard of. Yellow flag already. Fine, got. It started. It's began. And so it begins. Sure, we can see how he crashed. Where is he? Is that him? That's him. He's chasing down Patrese. He just gets it wrong. Yeah, he just crashes straight into the wall. We had to take evasive action. Andretti just crashes into him. Andretti's going to lose places. Oh my god. Oh dear. See, if I had the damage multiplier on 100%, there's 10 drivers there missing front wings. It's Gachot 11th. Nice. Barrichello 10th now and early 8th. There's like 40 other Andrettis I've never heard of. I imagine there's thousands of Andrettis I've never heard of. Andrea de Cesaris taking the weirdest line into turn one I've ever seen. Hugging the inside wall. Under braking. Hey, whatever works. If it gets him around the 78 laps unscathed, then fair play. Martin Blunder, yeah. He's straight to the commentary box with that one. I'm so getting my first ever podium today. Dare I dream of a victory. I'm so going to win this race. Who's Adam Andretti? Yeah, who the fuck is that? Please care about me. My last name's important. Nobody cares. Sorry, mate. Sorry, if Adam Andretti is watching, obviously he's not watching this. If Adam Andretti is watching this stream, I don't care. Alesi Senna, Schumacher, Berger Patrese, Larini, De Cesaris, early. Andrea De Cesaris. That was late on the race. Katayama's lost his front wing. Luigi Andretti, future Formula 1 driver. Harrison's in the top 20. Oh, Wario Andretti. That was, that was funny. That's cool, Ninja. You got your college entrance marks. Were they good? Are you allowed in? Is Wario just like the bad version of Mario? And is Waluigi the bad version of Luigi? $25 out of 300. I'm guessing that's not ideal. 25 out of 300 on an exam. I feel like maybe. Do you need more? No, I never played Mario Kart. I played it once. Is there like a Wah Princess Peach? That's this. No. That's horrible, Thomas. Should be banned for that. Did I qualify in the top 10? Yes, we qualified 7th. Another excellent qualifying performance here at Monaco. From yours truly, the Jordan driver. Enter college non-scholarship mode. Ah, so was that for like a... Would it given you a scholarship if you got good marks? I'm not Trulli. I'm yours, Jarno Trulli. Oh, what? James Early confesses love for Jarno Trulli? Huh? This is taking a weird turn of events. James Early, in universe, was born in the year 1970. When is Jarno Trulli born? (1974). Okay, that's fine. Not too weird. The Yoki of it early. JJ later after getting married to James Early. Yeah, Yoki of it early, I guess. No, it'd be Yoki early. That's kind of shit. That doesn't hit the same.
Michael Andretti.
We see what happened to Andretti.
Andrea De Cesaris.
It's running 7, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're
Getting 300 out of 300 means you get the best uni in the state and better fee waiver. What's a fee waiver? Like just, money, money, look at me, money. Waving. I don't know. That was a shit joke. Nobody else is coming into the pits. Did he crash where Brundle crashed? Firstly, he cut the Nerval chicane, so 10-second time penalty. Yes, he did. Nice. We got the comedic, like, spinning in the air of the front of the nose in the front wing. Look at that. Woo! It's spinning sideways faster than it's dropping down. Anyway. How tough is this college entrance exam? Maybe I'd get 10 out of 300. You remember watching Jarno win the 2004 Monaco Grand Prix? I do not remember that. I mean, I've seen highlights. I know he did it. I've just been sent. I've just been crashed into by Johnny Herbert. What's he doing? Why did he do that? Right, okay. Get a replay of that. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be a stonewall penalty for Herbert. Ah! What are you doing? Cut the chicane and go back past. Look how far behind he is going into the braking zone. My God. Yeah, you can't do that, mate. That's going to be a penalty for you. 20-second time penalty. 20-second time penalty. Coming his way. Can't do that, can you? But 20 seconds for collision with early. On that note, let's take a sip of water. Reminder to anybody out there, hydration. Scream, you're just in time. We've had a bit of drama so far. We've just been spun around by Johnny Herbert, the absolute imbecile. I'm going to go to the press after this race and say Johnny Herbert is a troglodyte. Which I'm led to believe is some sort of cave-dwelling early version of a human from like 30,000 years ago. Which definitely describes him pretty accurately. Gasho, again. It's the second time, isn't it?
Herbert is running 8, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running 9. Bertrand Gasho is unable to continue.
Oh, he's fully retired. Must be a failure for him. Yeah. Have a look.
Sector 3.
Person who lives in the cave, often referring to a prehistoric human, or metaphorically a recluse. I love the word troglodyte. I love using it as like an insult, like a funny insult. That's the you can't park there, mate. Can't park there, can you? Hi James, please can you unban me from the Twitch? What did you get banned for? Maybe there's a good reason you're banned. If one previous F1 driver secretly watches my channel, who do I think it will be? If any of them, Karun Chandok, because Karun Chandok sometimes watches Bosch Racing's F1 Challenge streams. And therefore, I guess there's an off chance he may be recommended one of my live streams or videos, just because of his watch history. Ooh. Ah, right, okay. I think I loosely remember that. Nike boy, does it really matter if you're unbanned? Is it that important to you? What's up with my car? Why is it going slower? What's up with my car? Why is it not accelerating? Hello? I don't have an engine failure. No, it works fine now. What in the world was that? Right, we had a little problem with the engine there. It wasn't accelerating for some reason. Seems to be fine now. Hopefully nothing to worry about. Mate, if my pedal stopped. Honestly, why is it not accelerating? Intermittently.
Herbert is running 8, about 5 seconds ahead. You're running 9. Martin Brundle has lost his front wing.
Bundle's crashed.
Martin Brundle has lost a wheel.
Big crash. Okay. Take a replay in a second.
Martin Brundle has retired in sector 3.
Is there smoke? I don't think there's smoke. No, there's no smoke. Okay, let's have a look at Brundle. Where is he? We're doing one pit stop, James. Ah. Yeah. Not ideal for Brundle. I think that's where we're going to see most of the incidents today. That tyre barrier right there. So he's out. And I hope my pedals are okay. I'm just going to spam the brake pedal. Make sure it's not like sticking or something. And the throttle. Okay. Why am I in this view? What am I doing? I don't do that anymore. Oops. Yeah, I've got a problem with my pedals. You can't be making this up now. It's like the brake pedal. I think it's just like sometimes just on. That is not ideal. I'll keep driving, obviously, but Jaden, you've cursed me. Now Barricella's closing in.
Has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Especially to that corner. Feels like it's braking for me. Unless I accidentally turned on like an in-game assist.
Herbert is running 8, about 5 seconds ahead. You're running 9.
Yes, Jeffrey, I've had it before with G29 pedals. Usually AI, how many pit stops? They'll do anything between a 1 and a 3 stop. So 1, 2 or 3 stops. I'd rather not have that on screen though, Jeffrey. Or not need to download anything else as well.
Herbert is running 8, about 5 seconds ahead. You're running 9.
Yeah, seems okay on that lap. On a clean lap, I'm definitely faster than Barrichello. Probably just as fast as Herbert ahead. Seems to be in some traffic, or maybe on the back of the Cesaris.
Ricardo Patrese.
Has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Definitely faster in the final sector compared to Herbert. Starting at 12.
Has lost his front wing.
Who?
Herbert is running 8, about 5
Somebody's lost a
seconds
wing.
ahead. You're running
Who was it? Anybody ahead of me? Senna! Huge! Senna, championship leader, for being a spot of bother, some may say. So let's see how he lost his front. Oh, he lost it there. That's where he crashed in 88, wasn't it? Or 89? Oops. 88, I think. He's lost his front wing. He's just made a mistake. So we still have a lazy leading. Senna second, but he's going to box, obviously, Schumacher in third. Followed by Berger. That's just what he does. Crashes at the same corner. 5 years later. Senna, Williams a year early, yeah. He scored a total of 12 points last season, Jeffrey. With the best result of, I think he had 1 third place, maybe? Is that Crash Cannon in this universe too? Yeah, well, I mean, this universe started in 92, so yeah, it's got to be. Will I move past Senna? I think he might still rejoin ahead of me. Yeah, he's still ahead. Even after the pit stop. Your life depends on it. Surely your life doesn't depend on it.
less than 3 seconds ahead.
There's a lot riding on some marks.
Running 9.
Probably really into it, Derby, so there's nothing that I like more about this one. Usually it's because I want to do a full F1 Challenge career, but the good mods on the game end at 2008, so I have to start it sort of early 90s, late 80s to have like a full career mode. That's the only reason. He saw a 15-year-old on a yacht. Brilliant. Maybe. Maybe so. Oh, whoa. Unstable. Agostini.
Has lost his front wing.
No! Not Agostini! How's he supposed to score points without a front wing? Might be a good mark. Might be. Okay. What? Yes, Mr. Clips. I wish you good luck as well. I wish you good luck, James Early Clips. It's funny because your profile picture is just me giving a thumbs up, which is quite funny. Right, let's see Agostini. He's in the pits now to repair the damage. We already know where it's going to be. This corner again, isn't it? Yeah. There's a bunch of tyres there at that tyre barrier. Destroying so many drivers' races. Do you set how long each race is? Yes, James. In the menu, you can just choose a percentage of how long the race is. Oh, Hajar at Miami, yeah. Just clipping the inside wall. Clipping that inside wall there on the right-hand side is quite a common thing to happen, though, at Monaco. That seems to be probably the most common crash in real life, I'd say, at the track. You know, tapping the inside wall, snapping the front right suspension. How many drivers are left? I think there's only been about 3 retirements.
Running 8. Less than 3 seconds ahead.
We'll do a full race update about maybe lap 20. Verstappen's definitely crashed there. I think back in 20... I don't know when. Some year. George Russell crashed there once. Yeah, Charles Leclerc. Probably a few more. Oh, Hadjar, yeah, moting. Oh my god. Oh god. Right, didn't actually lose too much time from it. Got to be alert in a street circuit. Lost about 2 seconds. Guys, big question.
Herbert is running 8.
Where were you during the
Ahead. You're running
video game industry crash in the United States in 1983? Were you on the front lines? In your dad's 5-year-old balls? Don't think you were, mate. Don't think that they last that long. Is the Earlython still alive? Is water wet? Answer is no. Apparently. Can human beings feel wetness? No, they can't. Somebody lost a front wing. Is it Senna again? Well, we saw his front wing on the floor. We know where he crashed. So I'm going to move past him. I'll be 8th place now. Oh, somebody's going slow. See you later, son. Oh, wait, that's a lapped car. Never mind. Why am I celebrating? Why am I celebrating? It's a lapped car. First time was so nice, he had to do it twice, Tris. That's why. How many days did it last? Benjamin, it's technically... It never ended. Like, the timer never ended. I'm just not consistent enough to keep it going each and every day. So, therefore, it just sort of stopped. I don't know why I can't accelerate out of that corner. Every time I get close to Herbert, I make a mistake. You've got to focus. Focus. Lock in.
Herbert is running 7, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running 8.
Lock in, boy, like lock up. Ah! You got me there. Right, Senna's 10th at the moment. After his incident.
Already in the pits.
I can see the points. I can see the Cesaris in 6th. Right, don't lock up. Don't lock up. There we go. What's Irvine doing right now? Was he in Japanese F3000 or something? Or was that last year? Is Japanese F3000 just Super Formula now?
Tatayama has smoke coming from his engine.
Tatayama out, yellow flags. Where is it? Final corner? Yep, there he is. Stopped on the racing line. And we got a run.
Herbert is running 7. Is right in front of
Did
him.
not need a second opportunity
You're running 8.
to get through.
Tatayama is out. He's blown the engine.
Hello, Amy. Oh, Formula Nippon, yeah, of course.
Charles AC, the race leader, is entering the pits now.
Formula Nippon Lights.
Schumacher has taken the lead.
Can't hear Nippon without thinking nipple. Formula Nipple Lights. Why are they lighting up the nipples for? I know there's Super Formula and Super Formula Lights, isn't there? That's the thing, Super Formula Lights.
Schumacher has lost his front wing.
Andrea De Cesaris.
Is running 6.
Ooh, Schumacher's crashed.
Right in front of you.
Welcome back, Parrot.
You're running 7.
Another one bites the dust. Don't mind if I do. Where's he crashed? Has he crashed where Senna crashed? Going into the tunnel. Is this the lead of the race? This is the lead of the race as well. Yeah, he's done it. He's just crashed. Nice. Nice one. So we're going to have Berger in the lead soon, followed by Patrese. And Alesi's going to be up to 3rd. He gave it a proper pounding.
Benetton already in the pits.
The wall, yes. Nothing else.
Tyrrell.
Already in the pits.
LaRousse.
Already in the pits.
LaRousse.
Ricardo Patrese.
Has
Mate, Tracy out.
Michael Schumacher is in the pit.
Right, Schumacher's into the pits and Tracy's crashed. Get a replay in a second.
Already in
Half
the
this
pit.
stream's just going to be replays. 78 viewers, very nice, very nice. Good to have so many people here. Let's have a look at what happened. Oh, he started losing it here. Just in a straight line. And he couldn't really get it back under control. And then crashed into the wall, crashed into another wall. Lost his rear wing. Then brought it back to the pits to retire. Oh, yeah, that 20 race update. So, we have Schumacher into the pits to repair the damage. It means Berger's taking the race lead. Tracy's out the race, so it's going to be Alesi in second. Larini will be up to potentially third place if he moves past Schumacher. De Cesaris early is going to be up into the points. Herbert boxing this lap. Then we have Barrichello. De Cesaris has basically the same amount of fuel as I do, so he's one stopping as well. Then we have Barrichello in 9th. He is also on a one-stop. Senna in 10th place. Grillard, Martini, Blundell, Badoer, Leto, Andretti. Burnback in the pits in 17th. Comas in 18th, followed by Morbidelli. We have Agostini in 20th. Harrison 21st. Coulthard 22nd. And who's that? That's it. No, Coulthard 23rd. Right, yeah. And then a few drivers out the race. Not many drivers out the race. Scream as an F1 Clash ad. There we go. It's topical. Got to hand it to the ad people. It's topical. It's an F1 stream. And that's why John uses ad blocker, because of F1 Clash. The first time this season we're running in the points. It's been a clean race. This is because it's not raining. It would have been like that last year as well. But the rain caused a lot of drama. The Cesaris trying to lap that Harrison. I guess so. See if we can squeeze through somewhere. Maybe into Portier. Is that the corner Portier, I think? Harrison. Thank you. Gonna stay with Jordan for at least a few seasons. That's the aim. Don't like jumping between teams season after season. They were Jordan until the yellow cars. We'd be staying for a while. We'd have to stay till 97. It's like 5 seasons minimum.
Andrea De Cesaris.
Yeah, 96 was golden. 97 was the first yellow one. Reload out. Colourblind person would argue the 91 Jordan was the yellow one. Depends how colourblind they are.
Michael Andretti.
Right. I didn't even know Andretti was still in the race. He's crashed again. So good for him. Is that him just ahead? No, it's not. I think that's the 3rd time today. Your colourblindness certainly wouldn't argue that. Is there anybody else here who's colourblind to some extent?
You're running 6.
I am not colourblind, though my girlfriend seems to think I am. I'm pretty certain I'm not. Oops, that's a wall. Is anybody here colourblind, like, completely? I think that's very rare, though, isn't it, to be, like, completely colourblind? Whoa.
McLaren already in the pits.
You're colourblind, but you can't remember what colours, yeah? Because my girlfriend watched the stream. She was in the stream about 10 minutes ago. Agostini, mate, get out of the way. Oh, this is... Yeah, cool. I'll take no blame for that. That's his fault. He put the car there. You confuse yellow, red and green, which causes... Oh, red, yellow, green flags, which causes issues. Yeah, I imagine.
Is running 5th. Less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running 6.
I did tell him to get out of the way. He heard me. Marco, get out of the way, says Alan Permain. I've got to close up to the Cesaris again. We're in the battle for the points today. That message but in English, so I know what is being said. Please. Brakes feel okay for now, yeah. Not had the same issues since it happened.
Andrea De Cesaris.
Is running 5th. Less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running 6.
Now, I turned off automatic translations because it's rubbish. It translates people saying AO, which does not need a translation. See, now you can freely say AO without it being translated to, I think it was come on, was it, yesterday?
Ligier.
Already in the pits.
Come on! Me right now. I'm about to overtake the Cesaris.
Is running 5th. Is right in front of you. You're running 6.
Shimon, isn't that what Michael Jackson says? What does that mean? Also, there's a song by Michael Jackson, right? One of his popular ones, I don't know. And one of the lyric is, I'm a vegetable, I'm a vegetable. What is he talking about? What do you mean, I'm a vegetable? Oh, Shimona's come on. Right, okay. Because he's dead, right, yeah. Well, he made this before he died, obviously. Julian, we still have 22 cars left in the race. Oh my god. Who's the Tyrrell in front? It's just blocking us.
Andrea De Cesaris.
Is running fifth. Less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running
If you're a vegetable, you'd be a turnip. If I was a vegetable, I would be a... I'll let you guys decide for me. No, this is Franz Bernbach right in front of me. Just parking it in the way. May I please request that you move out of the way, Franz? Aubergine, parsnip, celery, parsnip. Oh, Shane's just said it twice. Michael Jackson's managing Burnley right now. Well, congrats for the new job, Michael. The Michael. Yano Trulli's not a vegetable. No.
Andrea De Cesaris.
is running fifth. Less than 3 seconds
Berger
ahead.
versus Alazy for the lead right
You're
now.
running sixth.
Cesaris keeps getting lucky with his traffic, I think. It's been a very normal Monaco Grand Prix, yeah. Which I'm quite happy for. Morbidelli, away. Morbid Ellie. Don't know why Ellie needs to be so morbid. Cheer up. Clattered the wall. Speaking of clattering the wall.
Andrea De
The
Cesaris.
morbidly obese deli. Yeah. They don't sort of advertise that they're healthy anyway. We need a giant Sonic statue floating in the middle of the water on a massive private, a super yacht, just for the Sonic statue. I think that's a fantastic idea. Who would put money towards that? I think I would. So what were they actually advertising? Was it a Sonic game or back in '93? Was it just a franchise?
McLaren already in the pits.
Andrea De Cesaris.
Is running fifth. It's right in front of you. You're running sixth.
Oh, it came out around 93, right? Or would that be the first Sonic then? Who would I choose? Big question, Shane. I don't know. You ask me these questions, I'd have to think about it for hours.
Leader is entering the pits now.
Is that a Lazy or Burger? Burger, the race leader, into the pit.
Shona Lacey has moved into the lead.
Did I watch Speed Racing? No. Theo was born in 2012. No. That's wrong. Are the Football Manager games still published by Sega? So that's, if so, that's the only Sega game I've ever played, technically. I know it's not developed by Sega, but published by them.
Andrea De Cesaris.
Is running fifth.
Never played Sonic or I don't think any other Sega games. Football Manager. Thanks, Shane. I've been hailed as an interesting person. Daytona. No, I've never played. Okay, maybe in an arcade when I was a child. I played on like a Sega arcade game. Never played F1 Challenge. Is that Sega? What, the one from 1995? No, I've never played it. Woo! Woof! Thank you, Parrot, for the membership. For the membership for 30 months. The big 3-0. It's 2.5 years. Not played Sega Rally, no.
Andrea De Cesaris.
Is running fifth.
It's weird, right? You know, franchises like Sonic and Mario, or whatever, apparently they're popular, but where I grew up, nobody at school knew about Sonic or played Sonic or Mario or anything like that. None of them. So who's playing it?
Already in the pits.
The kids at my school liked just very basic games, you know, like the newest Call of Duty or Halo, I guess. Or FIFA. Minecraft when that became popular. Crash Bandicoot. I have played Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy for the Nintendo Switch. Maybe twice before my Switch broke.
Andrea De Cesaris.
Is running fifth. Is right in front of you.
Michael Jackson had gone into motor racing. How many F1 titles would he have won? 7. And he would have won 91 races. And 68 pole positions. And 40-something fastest laps. And he'd sing over the radio when he won. It'd be beautiful. And there'd be allegations called Jackson 15. Or Beyblade, yeah. Lundell, would you kindly just get out the way? Why are you going side by side with me? Was this... Oh my god. What a loser. Absolute loser. I've lost more time to De Cesaris again. Credited music for Sonic 3, really? Must have been a fan. I've told this story before. When I was a very small child, maybe 4 or 5 years old, I wasn't aware of the world of video gaming yet. My family didn't have any video game consoles or anything like that. At this point, I think my dad had a computer, but you know, he was never into games or anything like that. Anyway, I was at nursery one day, which is like even before school. You're 4 years old at nursery. There was this kid telling me about how he got a PlayStation. And he was trying to explain to me what a PlayStation was. Like a gaming thing, a PlayStation. And what I thought he meant was, you know those carpets they'd race toy cars on? It was like a map of a town on a carpet. I imagined one of those, but it's a multi-story car park made out of plastic where I could race my cars around. My Hot Wheels cars. That's what I thought a PlayStation was. What kind of music do I like? Mainly, I'd say rock music. What a sweet summer child I must have been. I was a very innocent child. I had no knowledge of, yeah, anything like that. Car autism so strong I can't grasp the concept of technology. Yeah. Well, the only thing I had in my mind when he was talking about PlayStation, and I must have been too embarrassed to ask what he actually meant, was my dad used to have a model train set. And it was decorated, so there'd be trees and like little signal boxes and town buildings. And one of them was a multi-story car park that he had. And that's, I think, what was in my mind when he was talking about PlayStation. Alarini, yeah, he came out of the pits behind me. Okay, cool. So we're up to 5th. Now, I was introduced to the world of video games in 2005 when I was 6 years old. So very shortly after. Because I was... Oh!
Andrea De Cesaris.
That was a coordinated attack from Sauber to protect De Cesaris. Sending Leto out there. Damn. That was almost... Almost day over. What was I even talking about? Yeah, okay. So 6 years old. I was allowed to use my dad's computer. Don't think it wasn't like high-end computer. It was just a standard sort of desktop PC running Windows XP, I think. And for Christmas that year, I got Lego Star Wars, the original Lego Star Wars, because that came out that year. And I got Lego Loco. So basically just Lego games. That's all I was pretty much allowed. Man, I loved Lego Loco. What a great game. But things did get better. Even better. I think the following Christmas, so it must have been Christmas 2006, we got a PlayStation 2. And with the PlayStation 2, F105. No, it must have been... Okay, no, this must have been Christmas 2005. Yeah, Christmas 2005. Definitely. So we had F105 with the PlayStation 2. Also got Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which I obviously wasn't allowed to play. But I remember on Christmas Day, my dad, who has no interest in games, said that me and my sister had to go out into another room and shut the door whilst he was trying out Grand Theft Auto Vice City. And I remember we were peering like underneath the door to see if we could watch. I don't think I saw anything. Did I play Lego Racers? Not number 1. Lego Racers 2 I played quite a bit. In fact, I finished playthrough Lego Racers 2 on this channel before. A few years ago. I so went to the strip club. See, I don't think he had the knowledge of games to be that aware. I've seen him try to play games. It's infuriating. He doesn't know how to use a controller. Neither of my parents were games. Still got 6 laps of fuel here. Lego Island 2. Not Lego Island 1 I've played. I mean, I've tried Lego Island 1 before, you know, since. It's not great. Lego Island 2 was the first one that I'd say was pretty good. Who? Who's lost a wing? There is somebody remaking a Simpsons Hit and Run game, I think. Was it Senna again? And Alazy's in the pits. Yeah, we'll check, Tris. We get around the corners. I mean, there's a wing on the floor. Senna? No, it's not Senna. Maybe it was... Ah, it's Andretti again. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I don't want to even see. You got N64 for Christmas when you were 7, and it came with F1 pole position 64. You'd only ever played friends' consoles and hadn't grasped you didn't need to move the controller like a steering wheel. I don't remember much about my first experiences on the PS2. I know for the first, I'd say about a year and a half of having a PlayStation 2, we did not have a memory card, which meant you couldn't save progress. Because I think my parents got the idea that, okay, we need to buy a console with controllers and games. But it was never made clear to them that they needed to also buy a memory card to save progress. So I remember also getting a copy of Lego Star Wars on the PS2. Because on the PC it wouldn't run properly because my family PC was really bad. So we had it on the PS2, but we couldn't save the progress. On Star Wars, Lego Star Wars, the notoriously difficult mission for any child are the pod race missions. Well, there's only one. The pod race mission. And every time I get to that point, I'd have to ask my sister, who's a couple of years older than me, to get me past that mission. And then I'd go past it, and that would be the end of the day, and I'd have to turn off the PlayStation 2, and it wouldn't save the progress, so you'd have to start again the next day. Yeah, supposed to box this lap. Box. The Chezeris is already boxed. Maybe we can go for it. Actually, stay out a couple laps. Let's see if we can go for the overcut. Yeah, 8 megabyte memory card. Yeah, that's... Eventually, we did get a memory card. The reason we got a memory card, I think I remember... I was one of those children... I think I've spoken about this recently as well. I was one of those children who was always in hospital. So at one point, I was in hospital, and I took the PlayStation 2 in with me. And I think somebody else in the ward that I was in was also playing PlayStation 2. And they had a memory card and told me about it. So I told my mum. My mum got me a memory card from eBay. And I could finally save my games. Nice. Very much needed. We're going for the overcut here, guys. Did it say somebody was out? Was it Leto? Good for him. JJ Leto.
LaRousse.
You're not boxed yet. They're going for this almighty overcut. I'm boxed at the end of the next lap. Do I play PS2 in hospital?
It's stuck in fourth gear.
Who? Somebody's stuck in fourth gear. They'd wheel out a TV to me, my bed, and there we go. I remember playing through the Shrek video game, I think, on PS2. That was shit. It's what they had at the hospital. Was it the Chesaris? Ah! Great stuff.
Sauber, already in the pits.
Well, that's gifted me a potentially quite straightforward 4th place then. Well, 5th place after we moved behind Larini.
And Lacey is running third. About 25
Horizon, have you been
seconds ahead.
touching grass?
You're running fourth.
Yeah, great couple laps for the Sauber team. Gonna play some Morrowind. Nice, nice. I've still never played Morrowind. I've watched quite a few videos on it.
Already in the pits.
Did I watch Father Ted? No. Put a couple less laps of fuel in here. Set that up now. We have a bit of damage, apparently. I'll tell you what was a shame when I was growing up, but I mean, it wasn't actually a shame. My dad, for some reason, thought like Windows computers were the bane of all existence, because I think he had problems with Windows 98 and Windows Vista and Windows XP, obviously. So he switched and started buying like Mac computers. You can't play many games on Macs, unfortunately. So I grew up having to try and play whatever games I could on a Mac computer, which either was World of Warcraft or Minecraft. Thanks, Jaden. Good luck with your stream. I mean, yeah, back then, I mean, XP, Vista, and whatever else, not the greatest of operating systems in terms of security and whatever else, back then at least. Though ever since I got my first ever computer, which was a Windows 7 computer, I've never had a problem.
Sector 2, watch for the yellow flags.
Right, we're out in 5th. Spinning sector 2. Morrowind is in your top 3 games of all time. Wow.
Already in the pits.
Who's Larini driving for? Ferrari. In place of the injured Ivan Capelli. I think that's Capelli's 3rd injury of this career mode.
Already in the pits.
Yeah, what's the other in the top 3, Derby son?
Marini is running fourth.
I can't remember if Capelli got podium last year or not.
You're running fifth.
I don't think so. Disco Elysium with Pillars of Eternity. That's funny because I was about to say my top 3 is probably Pillars of Eternity,
The fastest lap of the race.
Divinity Original Sin 2, and something else. Still never finished Pillars of Eternity, but I'd put it up there. I never finished Divinity Original Sin 2 either, but I'd still put it up there. Did I ever play The Sims? Yes. Because my sister was a couple of years older, I basically had to either watch her play games, or we could only buy games that she really wanted for a period of time. So, yeah. I spent many, many hours watching her play The Sims. And then The Sims 2. The Sims busting out on PlayStation 2. That's a good one. Claire Obscure. I've not played it. Every time I type in OBS to open OBS, you know, the program I use to stream, it always comes up with a suggestion from the Microsoft store, Claire Obscure.
Schumacher.
I'm typing OBS.
Front wing.
What? Schumacher's crashed again. How far ahead is he? Schumacher's lost his front wing at the final corner. He's okay. He's boxing anyway. Literally no problem for him. If I signed Timo Glock for Ferrari, you could
5 seconds ahead.
imitate 679 by Fetty Wap. What the fuck does that mean?
Michael Schumacher. The race leader is entering the
What does that
pits
mean?
now.
Defies a great sequel. Derbysaw, what do you think about... Okay, so recently, Baldur's Gate 2, Pillars of Eternity 1 and Deadfire have been bundled together on Steam. And there's a news post about it on Steam. And all the comments, basically it's saying, get 4 classic, real-time RPGs, whatever you want to call them, CRPGs, for this great price. All the comments are saying, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, sure, but Pillars of Eternity, a classic, what are you talking about? I'm thinking, have they played Pillars of Eternity? It's great. Just a bunch of people complaining that Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2 should not be bundled together with the greatness that is Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. I'm thinking, no, that's just wrong. Yeah, I think the story is fantastic.
Marini is running
I think the world's great.
about 5 seconds ahead.
It's got a lot of quality of life improvements over, games that it's been inspired by, such as Baldur's Gate and all the other ones like that. I never even got to Act 2, or maybe I just briefly got to Act 2 in Pillars of Eternity. I have over 120 hours on the game. I'm not very good at playing through games to its completion. Favourite Queen song? None of them. I don't like Queen. So we are 35 seconds clear of Senna. If I could be a kid again, would I try to become an F1 driver? No. I feel like there'd be a waste of life for me. I'd want to pursue something that I can take a step back and actually enjoy life. I feel like if you're chasing something like Formula 1, you're just looking for the next thing, the next weekend, the next victory, the next, the next. You're only ever looking forward. It's non-stop. I think that's just a miserable life. For me,
Marini is running
If it works for other people, then it
5
works.
seconds ahead. You're running fifth.
Favourite genre lazy song? Happy birthday. Thank you, Tomasi. Prefers Kings, yeah. Favorite Jacques Villeneuve song? The one he speaks or sings in French. That one, yeah. Be more modest. Yeah, I think... Yeah, Formula 1, or trying to reach Formula 1, getting to Formula 1, being in Formula 1, staying in Formula 1, succeeding it, that is your whole life. You've got, unless you're extraordinary as a person, you can't do much else apart from that. Training, dieting, working with the team in the simulator, and going to the race weekends, travelling constantly. That does not seem like a good life. Sure, it's going to have its moment. If it's just the racing part, sure, but it's all the rest of it. The media duties as well. Welcome back, Nick. It's looking good, yeah.
Marini is running fourth. About 5 seconds ahead.
We'll be on for the first points of the season.
You're running fifth.
Who's the better striker, Harry Kane or Gary Lineker? Say Harry Kane. So easy for me to say. I've seen a lot more of Harry Kane than Gary Lineker. The only thing, when I think of Gary Lineker, I think of the time he shit himself in a match, started wiping it on the floor. Green power. I did green power briefly, and then I got kicked off the team for some reason. Well, I know why I got kicked off the team.
Ligier.
Already in the pitch.
Yeah, there was this initiative called Green Power in schools in the UK, where you'd create a racing car. I don't know if you'd actually race them against other people, or it's like a time trial sort of thing.
Marini is stuck in fourth.
And the idea is you develop, it's like a battery-powered car. You get the chassis and the wheels, battery-powered, and you develop all the aero for it to try and, you know, eke out the most amount of performance. So we got the Green Power package, which is just like the base car that you assemble. And you got a steering wheel, you got pedals, you've got battery power, you got the sort of chassis and the wheels. And before we had the battery power put into it, people were taking it in turns sitting in it and getting pushed around inside the building. As Lorini's out the race. Okay, up to 4th. Anyway. So it was my turn. I got in the car and somebody pushed me as fast as they could towards the wall. And it scraped along the side of this wall, which was, I don't know what material it was made of, but it made a whole hole down the side of the wall, and they all blamed it on me. Therefore, I wasn't allowed on the Green Power team anymore, even though it wasn't me. Well, whatever. I don't think I was that bothered. Harrison, get out of the way, mate. I do realise I'm 4th, yes. Kane will be too scared to do that, yeah. You got blamed for kicking somebody in the face. Great. Still 30 laps to go. 30 laps of fuel.
Is running third. About 1 minute ahead.
Senna is probably going to pit again,
You're
yes.
running fourth.
You know, one of my first ever memories in life was quite a traumatic one, actually. It might have set me up for a life of anxiety, actually. So, back in... Before you go to school in the UK, before you go to nursery, you could be in something called playgroup, which is like preschool school sort of thing. Where all you do is you go there for a few hours a day and I guess you play and learn to socialise with other children. There was a soft play area in this... Comas is out the race. Soft play area in this playgroup that I was in. And there was a bunch of kids that would have been my age and 1 year older. And I was a small child. So the ones that were 1 year older were bigger than me. And I distinctly remember being in this corner of the soft play area where the walls are padded and the floors are padded. And this kid shoved me down the corner of the soft play area, like right into the crevice in the corner. And I remember struggling to breathe, like just being shoved there, unable to move. I think that was one of the first ever memories I have. Very weird. Don't know how long I was there. I just remember the image and the feeling of being like trapped in there. Not nice. Yeah, skill issue, exactly. No idea who did it. Don't know who the kid was. It's one of those like very early traumatic memories that sort of stick with you. Stuck with me. I'm gonna sneeze. No, not at all, Ninja. Well, not that I know of, at least. I remember one time getting, like, laughed at because I was playing on my own. But I used to play on my own quite a bit, so. But I wouldn't say that's bullying. That's more just teasing, isn't it?
McLaren already in the pits.
McLaren ready in the pits. That's for Senna. Senna was much quicker than me, but now he's boxing.
Lacey is running third, about 1 minute ahead. You're running
Take the bath. Suddenly the power went off. So your dad,
Berger is in the pits
oh,
now.
Bergen's in the pits as well. Misunderstanding that no one's in the bathroom. Locked it from the outside. What? Why is there a lock on the outside of the bathroom? Of course, yeah, he's in a Williams. What am I talking
Michael
about?
Andretti.
Has lost his front wing.
Brilliant. Again. I've just knocked a front wing into the water. James Early cancelled for littering in the Monaco harbour. I think you bit one of them. Yeah, fair enough. There's Andretti, who's lost another front wing. To make the littering joke, I hit Andretti's wing into the Monaco harbour. You have 2 childhood memories of nearly drowning. Oh, God. I can't think of one. I used to almost choke. I've almost choked to... I don't know if you could say to death multiple times, but... For some reason, as a child, and even growing up, I have an inability of swallowing food correctly. I remember one time when I was a very young child, I swallowed a dice during a game of Snakes and Ladders, I think. And my dad had to hold me upside down and spin me around and get me to cough up the dice. So another time, I think I swallowed a penny. I had to start choking. Choked on a pepperami. I've choked on a lemon sherbet sweet. I've choked on a sandwich from a local bakery called Bird's Bakery. I've choked on a Burger King burger in Burger King and made a right scene in front of everybody. Probably. Oh, I've choked on a Dorito before. All very scary moments, right? And I realise, me, when I'm in a panic situation like that, I just freeze. I'm thinking, what am I going to do? I can't swallow and I can't breathe. What do I do? So I just sort of move around until eventually it just sort of fixes itself. Clearly no survival instinct. Did I count the roll? Yeah, I won the game. I just won by default, I guess. So it explains why I eat pasta, yeah. Why was I eating dice and coins? Probably a sore loser. Figured you can't complete the game if you can't roll the dice. You can't win the money if I swallow it. You understood why he bullied me. Yeah. There were kids who, like, some of my friends in school got horrifically bullied. And I always had a lot of anxiety about it, thinking, you know, why not? Why would I not get bullied, you know? Well, I never did. Well, not that I, like I said, not that I know of. I'm sure people said things or did things. But I wasn't fully aware of it. And I was... think I had a personality that was quite friendly, so I don't know. Guess people didn't really take advantage of that. Somebody else just crashed. Was I a very calm child? In school I was, at home no.
Johnny Herbert is stuck in first gear.
Herbert out. Lots of gearbox issues today. Nobody explained why you were getting bullied or explain what bullying was. Yeah. Give you a viral clip for the James Early Clips channel. To be fair, you could have clipped any of the stories I've told today. I think that would do quite well. If, you know, it got picked up. Just random stories that I tell that could be kind of interesting. Maybe they thought I'd kill them if they bullied me. Why would they get that idea? You're very bullied, hence now that's why you're a bit of a dick. But, yeah. Yeah, that checks out. No, I'm kidding. There was a few. I remember this one guy when it wasn't even in school, it was in college, the first year of college, so age 16 to 17. And there was this one guy who clearly absolutely despised me. And that's probably the only time I didn't feel like necessarily bullied, just definitely like hated. I felt hated for no reason whatsoever. Just it felt very malicious. Things he'd say and things he'd do. And it lasted until we went home for Easter. We came back after Easter break. And he was suddenly a very nice guy. Don't know why. Maybe he had a realization or something. I'm making fun of the way I looked. Or my voice, because I had a very high voice at this point. My voice is not broke. Or how small I was. Or what I was wearing. Or not letting me get involved in like group activities that everybody else is allowed to be in. But I could not figure out why, you know? Or maybe there's not a specific reason for those sorts of things. This is our net position, yeah, 4th. But yeah, we used to wear suits at that college. So everybody had like custom suits and I just had, I think, the suit they supplied. So when we went home for Easter, it was my birthday and I got a new suit to wear. And when I went back in and I was wearing the new suit, the dude, who was not nice to me, he was like, "Oh, nice suit, James." And he never said another bad word to me. Surely it couldn't have been the suit I was wearing. Well, that could not be it. You've heard the early videos, yeah. Moment of clarity, yeah, it could have been.
Ferrari, already in the pits.
Might have just grown up, yeah. We'll have a look at, let's do a full race up there. Okay. So, we have Jean Alesi in the pits right now. Is this the VB mod? No, it is not. No. Just a standalone 93 mod that I've made some changes to. And other people have helped me make some changes to. So we have Alesi into the pits. Michael Schumacher is going to the end. He's going to take the lead as well. So Schumacher will be in net first ahead of Alesi. I think Berger might move through, might be close to Alesi, so he might get past. Then we have James Early. Then we have Senna, who is boxing soon. Martini, Barrichello's in 7th. One more retirement. We could see Barrichello in the points as well. And then we have Bernbach. We have Agostini about to hit a wall. Blundell, Morbidelli, Coulthard. And then Bado is out the race. Then we have, who's that? Harrison, Andretti still in the race. Suzuki. And then that's it. Everybody else out. So we have 15 drivers left in. Got Burnback in 8th, yes. He's in a Tyrrell, though, so it's not as exciting as when he was in Streamline. Did I have any weird kids in my class? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have a fair few weird kids, I guess.
And Lacey, the race leader, is entering the pits now.
Me, myself, yeah. No, I think I acted quite normal at school. We're not lapped yet. Still plenty of laps to go. Might be lapped by the end of it. Shumi is coming. Hey, yo. I think as a child, I was definitely very energetic, very full on, I'd say, especially with my friends. Like being annoying, and I didn't mean to be annoying, that was just how I was. Like it's obvious now I look back, but at the time I didn't realise.
And Lacey is running third, about 1 minute ahead. You're running fourth.
So if I had to categorise myself as a child, I was probably like the annoying kid that... He's annoying, but nobody really has a problem with him, you know? He's just... He can be nice. He's a nice guy. But he can be annoying. Like pestering people. Like I was, you know how if you're on like a, I don't know, Xbox or PlayStation, you could show offline. I was the reason people showed offline. That's how I apparently annoying I was, I guess.
Already in the pits. And Lacey is running third, about 50 seconds ahead. You're running fourth.
Tyrrell.
Already in the pits.
You're hideously classist. I was not. I mean, I grew up in sort of just a, say, normal house. I went to not a great school, and there were a few kids who were sort of, I'd consider posh, who had nicer houses, and I remember going around their houses, you know, if I was like hanging out with them, if they were my friends, and I'd feel very awkward because of the clothes I'm wearing. And the way I used to speak very much with, I don't know how you describe it. Like more of an accent for my local area rather than how I speak now. There'll be older videos on my channel where you can tell the difference. We are lapping David Coulthard. Offline for themselves, not because of others. Leah, I was told to my face after I remember confronting my friend. I remember being in year 11, so I must be 16. Speaking to a friend that used to be my best friend for a few years. I'm asking, why don't they come online anymore or whatever? And they straight up said, it's because of you. You keep, every time I'm online, you're just pestering me. Martini's up to 5th after Senna's pit stop. They didn't mean it as a joke, Leo. I know they didn't. I very much remember the situation at the time. I remember where I was sitting. I remember what room it was. I remember it was like one of the final days before Christmas, I think. I remember it very clearly. I wouldn't say it's traumatic. It's just something that sticks with me. But people say things all the time. I imagine I've said a lot of things to people that stuck with them for good or bad. And I've not meant anything by it. You don't swear at all. I used to not swear at all. I started. I mean, they're only words. Will I ever speak to them again? Not after I left school, no. They were my best friend from, I'd say between about year 7 and year 9 or year 10. So good 3 or 4 years. I've not spoken to them for now 10 years. I've no interest in speaking to them. In fact, so many of you will know my name on this channel used to be Formula Peanut, and then before that it was Gourmet Peanut. The guy I'm talking about made the name Gourmet Peanut. He came up with that name. Because it was at the start it was going to be a joint channel between me and him. Yeah, core memory, Shane, I'd say, yeah. Definitely one of those, it's very small in the moment, but it definitely shapes, well, it feels like it shaped me and who I am now. Now, I don't want to be the annoying person. Not in a bad way, it's not like I'm restricting who I am as a person. Just surrounding myself with people or building a platform where I can be myself or more like myself and people can appreciate me, I guess. Now people come to see me online, yeah, that's nice. Now 1 DNF in the top 3, we're in a podium place. You know, I would be so curious. I've no contact with anybody apart from 2 people I went to school with. I'd be so curious to know if any of them have ever seen my channel. Maybe they have. I don't know. Maybe some of them watch. I really don't know. But I'd be curious to know. I hear a Benetton behind me. Feel bad about that one. Oh, I'm crashing into a wall reading about Leo not having a bed.
First blue, give way to the cubby.
I'm gonna let him through here. I don't want to accidentally cause him to crash. I know it would benefit me, but I'd rather not force the AI into a wall. So that's the Michael leading the way. What does it say on the orange display? I guess gears. Maybe fuel, lap count, revs. This is why nobody likes you in a vicious tone. Yeah, yeah. I think, especially in like the heat of a moment, there's people who, if they're not in control of their emotions completely, and there's ego in the way, definitely will just say things to hurt people. You know? Because that's their way of trying to fight back, I guess. It's something I always have to tell myself. So I like to think of myself as a very calm, sort of chilled out person. Every time, if I'm ever in I'm very rarely in an argument, but if I am in an argument, I always have to remember that it doesn't mean anything, you know? What I say, that's why I shouldn't say anything bad. Or something I'd regret in the future when tensions have died down. You don't want to do that. There's no point. Do that when you're in control because it turns you on. Right, okay. That is the comment of the day. Oops. But I guess sometimes it's not nice to... Because if somebody says something like that, it's usually... Those are feelings and thoughts they've had in their head, but they'd never say because they never want to either admit it or let you know about it. Because it's hurtful, right?
Marco Agostini.
Agostini into the wall again. The second time today, I think. Who knew Monaco was such a long race? Yes, John, yeah.
And Lacey is running third, about 1 minute ahead. You're running fourth.
The food relationship, Shane. The food relationship. I don't know how I'd feel if I got a podium here. I believe this used to be 100 laps, yeah. Did the research but never made you deal with anything, right, yeah. I feel like for the vast majority of my life, I was hiding who I truly was, not just to myself, but everybody else, you know? But everybody else first and to myself. Like, I was never truly myself. I get, especially because I didn't know anything about what I was talking about, or thinking about, or feeling. Just wanted to, I guess, fit in. Well, not even fit in. Fit into a certain level, but not seem as weird, I guess.
And Lacey is running third, about 1 minute ahead.
I think Senna's in 6th, yeah. Let's check now. Senna is in 6th. Barrichello 7th. I really want a retirement. But maybe Martini or Senna out the race, so Barrichello gets points. It'll be his first points in Formula 1. Which part are you talking about, Moro? The Senna part? Specific XL question. Yeah? Well, yeah, Shane, it's great. Nice.
Marco
He's out.
Agostini.
Has lost his rear
He's
wing.
out. He's lost his rear wing. Agostini fans will be blaming early for that one.
And Lacey is running third. About 1.5 minutes ahead. You're running.
He could not handle the pressure. You use first gear at Monaco. I do for the hairpin. Otherwise, I feel a bit like I'm not really truly in control of the car if I'm using first gear. It seems to snap out on me a lot. Yes, Shane, it is. This time, dire consequences for the Italian. Bye, have a great time. What's that from? Is that from GTA 4? Oh. So why did I think it was like GT? I always thought it was GTA 4. Individually down a couple rows. Can that be done at once or does it have to be manually?
Lacey is running third.
Uh,
About 1.5 minutes
I don't know. I'd have to see your sheet and try it myself, to be fair. So I'm not too sure.
Mark Blundell has a problem with his suspension.
Bundell out.
Mark Blundell has lost his front wing.
It's crashed as well. Right, we're in the final 10 laps. Yellow flag. Yellow flag has disappeared.
Mark
Bun-
Blundell
Bundell's car has been
suspension has
recovered very quickly. That is the remnants of it, I think.
And Lacey is running third. About 1.5 minutes ahead. You're running fourth.
But Thomas 14 to the rescue.
First blue, give way to the car behind when you can.
There goes Berger. All right, I'll let a lazy through as well. So I'm a lap down on the top three. I think my Excel experience is skewed a bit, or at least in the views of a lot of people who watch, thinking I'm good at Excel. I'm not. If you've actually seen, I'm sure some of you probably work with Excel for whatever job you may do. You'd be good at Excel. I'm not. I just know very basic stuff. Yeah, exactly. That's me as well. I just make mine look
Is
nice.
running third.
I use some sort of very basic
You're running
things. You know, like calculating points and whatever else. For sure, no harm in asking, yeah. What is going on here? Slow moving Ligier, slow moving Streamline. Are they going to cause a lazy to crash? What is my job? I am content creator right now. That is my job. Right now to make graphs. I think, yes. I could probably do it. I don't like content creator, Shane. I didn't know what else to say. Video maker. Video and stream maker. Hello, Fire Guy. Sharp Speed is probably still a child at this point.
more than a lap ahead.
Well, get out of the way, Harrison. What are you doing? When you say entertainer, I'm an adult who's an entertainer. That makes it sound like adult entertainer. Which is something very different. Sim racing pleb. Adult entertainer could be comedian, though I am not a comedian. Sometimes I say something funny. That's a different kind of thing. You're an adult and I entertain you. You are adult entertained. Shout out to the adults in chat. Which I imagine is the vast majority of you. When I said that, it made me feel like I'm not an adult myself. I got really sort of anxious there, thinking, oh my god, why am I... I'm just a child streaming F1 Challenge. No, I'm an adult. I've been an adult for a long time. Yeah, Thomas, you're an adult. Yeah, you adult.
Is running third.
You fully grown man. You are so weird. I tell funny stories like a comedian. I like telling stories. Some of them are funny. Some of them are not so funny. But I do enjoy telling stories. That's probably one of my strengths, storytelling. Being an adult is crazy. Crazy work, yeah. Adulting. Adulterer. What's adulting and an adulterer? Isn't that a person who like cheats in a relationship? Is that an adulterer? Or is an adulterer something else? Adulting is not something bad. If you're adulting, you are just living life as an adult, I think.
And Lacey
June
is running
37th,
third.
yeah.
More than a lap ahead. You're running fourth.
Well, June 37th would be July 7th, right? June's got 30 days. An adulterer is a murderer who specifically kills adults. You do have 3 laps to go. Well, 3, isn't it? We have 3.5 laps to go. What is Vitantonio de Liozzi doing right now? See, I don't know the guy personally, so I'm not able to answer that question. Maybe he's relaxing at home with his family. Thank you, Fire Guy. You finishing uni this year? Get in there, come on!
Lacey is running third.
Uni completed it. 3 laps to go.
Running fourth.
Thomas, why are you drinking wine? Since when do you drink? You felt like it. What do you mean you felt like it today? Did you buy this wine or was this wine in your house? My stream made him drink. Thomas, you strike me as somebody who has not drank before. Maybe I'm wrong with that. I did not drink. Apart from, I think I had a couple ciders one time. I did not drink until I was 21 years old. Because I was very scared of it. And I did it one day. And I realised it's nothing to be scared of. Of course, it's not healthy. I'm not strictly against it. Carry your playseat evolution, complete with Thrustmaster wheel, down from your bedroom to the living room. Are you going to set it up?
More than a lap ahead.
2 laps to go.
You're running fourth.
Is Jaffa cake or a biscuit? I'd say biscuit. No, I'd say... yeah, I'd say biscuit. A dot of Pilsner occasionally at tea time. Doesn't taste nice. The alcohol that I'd say tastes nice are like ciders. Like fruity ciders, you know.
Barrichello is stuck in 6th gear.
Barrichello's stuck in gear.
In the pits.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He was on for a 7th place. With a disqualification ahead of him, he would have got points. I think he might still be classified, though. Complete 75 laps. It's a shame for him. I've never been blackout drunk. I throw up very easily, so I don't think I'll be able to drink enough to get blackout drunk before I throw up everywhere. That's cool, Jamie.
And Lacey is running third. More than a lap ahead. You're running fourth.
For vibes, city walks, etc. Heard Newcastle is that. Who in the world told you Newcastle's nice? Depends what sort of stuff you're interested in. Cities, walking. I mean, I don't like cities, so the only cities I can really recommend are either small cities or medieval cities like Lincoln. Not York anymore, it's way too busy. Way too busy, I'd say. Lancaster's alright, not too busy. It's out of the way though. Chester,
Michael
it's
Schumacher
nice.
has won the
Schumacher
race.
wins. Pass me a point and all that. I'm sure some people do hacky. I've never really been surrounded by the drinking culture.
Gerhard Berger has finished second.
My family and extended family, they're not drinkers.
And Lacey has finished in third position.
Rounding the final corner for the final time. It's going to be a career best 4th place finish. 1 step away from the podium. But we have conquered Monaco in all its glory. We've gained 3 places on where we started. Got to be very happy with that one, I'd say. Very happy. First points of the season as well.
Martini has finished 5th.
Yes! Get in there! If ever we deserved some... what do you call it? The spin things. What's that called? I'll do some at the Novo chicane. The donuts. Yeah, we're going to do some donuts. One more position in Typhon would have gone bold, by the way. That was the deal. Typhon keeps their hair. Let's do some up here. On the back streets. The back streets of Monaco. Oh, you can't really see me now, can you? Nope. Oh, it's okay. We drive through the buildings. Yeah, if one of the top 3 gets disqualified, we get a podium. Right, cool. I don't want to go the wrong way. It'll disqualify me. How far can we go up before it becomes dangerous? It does go up the hill. Oh. We ran out of space now. Oh, you thought we ran out of space. I've lost the rear wing, but that doesn't matter. We're back. Lap 79. With no rear wing. There we go.
At the end of an unbelievable Monaco
Who got the
Grand
fastest
Prix,
lap?
Here are the final results. Michael Schumacher, first.
21-2.
Gerhard Berger.
Second.
21-4.
Alesi, third. The Jordan driver, fourth.
21-3.
Pierluigi Martini.
Senna.
Fifth.
Ayrton Senna.
Sixth.
21-4. I think Michael Schumacher got the fastest lap of the race. 21-2-7-2. Lap 43 on 21-2-7-2. Cool. All right, let's get these results written down, and then we'll run the post-race scrutineering. I still broke the car after doing the whole... Yeah. Did the whole race and then threw it into the wall. Cut the course. Did all those donuts. Ayrton Senna only 1 point. A lazy third. I think he may have taken the championship lead. Franz Bernbach almost in the points. Would that have been Bernbach's first? I think that would have been his first points in Formula 1. Yeah, I think so. David Coulthard. Oh, let me get rid of my face so you can actually see the results. Aiden Harrison, 12th. That's his career best finish. You manifest a Jean Alesi disqualification. God. And then we get to celebrate a podium. So don't go anywhere, guys. We've got to hold on for a few more minutes to see if we get a podium. Just writing out the final few names. Whilst you're waiting, feel free to drop a like on the live stream if you've not already done so. If you have enjoyed the experience today. All right. Let's get up post-race scrutineering. Yeah. 3 drivers picked at random. Franz Bernbach. Gianni Morbidelli. We need one of the top 3 here. Yuri Suzuki. Okay, no, we're not getting a podium. Feel free to leave the stream now. Not happened. It's not going to happen. Franz Bernbach, Gianni Morbidelli, and Aguri Suzuki. Everybody's fine. No disqualifications. Boring. Boring. Make sure to save that replay so I can edit the video in about 2 months' time. Please save the replay. There's a big replay. P4 today. Yes, Michael, P4. And there we have it, everybody. The end of the Monaco Grand Prix. Not as crazy as last year, which some I'm sure are disappointed by, but it was still a fun race. And we've scored our first points of the season and our best result in Formula 1. One step closer to a podium. That's 21 races done in this career mode, and we have scored 0 podiums. Championship standings will be calculated ahead of the next round. But I'm pretty sure Lazy is taking the lead ahead of Senna by 1 point. And Early will be up to 10th, I think. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow for the AMS Co-op career mode, which will be live a couple hours later than usual. And we have a new driver tomorrow as well. So be sure to stay tuned for that one. Goodbye.